Clothing tagging systems. Tagging systems to assist visually impaired users identify visual data in clothing. What does this shirt say? I could ask my friends or family, but I hate to bother them every time I want to know. I know, I'll use tags. Tags are objects embedded in clothing that provide information about the garment. Tagging systems. Buttons. Button shapes signify specific things about a garment. Each shape signifies a different color, or could signify the washing instructions. If I forget what a certain shape means, I can use my website to help me out. It can be a more complicated system. The location on the clothes signifies washing instructions, and the shape means color. Buttons are great because they are inexpensive and easy to put on my clothes. On the other hand, buttons are limited to 1 or 2 pieces of information. For instance, the button does not tell me there is a letter R on my top. Tagging systems. Braille ID tags. Braille can be written in puff paint on ribbon that is sewn into my clothes. An ID number for the article of clothing is written in Braille. After I read this number, I can look it up in my website database. Braille ID tags are harder to make, but a database can hold a lot more information about my clothing. Tagging systems. QR codes. QR codes can be printed from a computer and ironed onto my clothes. QR codes are read by a smartphone. They can be programmed to visit a website or are encoded directly with the text.
Alert loading content. Alert long sleeve purple with a design on the front, creamy yellow flowers with gray leaves and a paisley pattern. Wash cold OK. Scan live.
QR codes can store lots of data about my clothing, but are tricky to scan with my phone. They might also start to wear out when washed repeatedly. Tagging systems. RFID tags. Washable RFID tags can be sewn into clothing and laundered without being damaged. Each RFID tag is encoded with a unique ID number. This ID number can be used in a database just like the Braille ID tags. An RFID reader is a handheld device built to read these tags and tell the computer what number to look up. In the future, smartphones will be able to read these tags and look up the clothing information with an app. These are all systems that have been built with the visually impaired user in mind. In the future, we'll be working with visually impaired users to identify the strengths and weaknesses of these systems. I'd like to thank the DREU program for this great opportunity and to thank Dr. Amy Hurst for mentoring me this summer.